Hey YouTube, I just got back from Best Buy for the midnight launch event, so I do have my Nintendo Switch 2 here. This is the one with the Mario Kart World included as a bundle. And then I also did get some accessories, so we did get the screen protector and carrying case here, and then also the Switch 2 Pro controller. So let's go ahead and unbox the console. So it is a relatively compact box, and just to kind of show the side here, it has like an outdoor picture on the back. It has the Switch with the new dock, or the Switch 2 with the dock I should say, and then it has the new controllers in the tabletop mode. So the box just kind of opens up like this, and then right off the bat you get the new Switch 2 Joy-Con controllers. These have a very, almost like a, if you've ever used a Lenovo ThinkPad laptop, these have that very nice texture that the ThinkPad business class laptops have, which is very durable and feels very nice in the hands. So I really like the matte finish on these controllers. It just feels very premium, like a business class laptop. So I like those. So let's put those to the side for now. And then the console itself. Alright, it has a glossy screen. It has, let me see on the back here. So the back of it is symmetrical, and then you have some ventilation on the bottom here. And then as well as exhaust on the top, just like on the old model. So it does have more, it has like larger vents, and overall it is a larger console. So let's go ahead and attach those just click right in, they're magnetic, it's really nice. And there, that is the console itself. Just to do a side-by-side comparison here with the original launch Switch that I have from 2017. This is the original model. This is not the OLED. You can see the large bezel on the original screen versus the new one, which there is a small little physical bezel, but it is very, very nice overall. The buttons feel really similar to the old original Switch. I do like the analog sticks on this one more. They've got a bit more travel, and they've got more of a thicker rubber on them. The home button's still in the same spot. And then up on the top you still have the power, the volume rocker, and a 3.5mm audio jack up top here, and then a USB-C as well, and a USB-C on the bottom. So it does have two USB-C ports, whereas the original model only had the one USB-C at the bottom. So that is one significant difference. So we go ahead and move those up there for a second. Now let's see what else is in the box. So the Mario Kart World is in there. There is a code to download that. That is the digital version. There is a health and safety information and usage guidelines. An ultra certified HDMI cable. So this is I guess it's an HDMI 2.0 cable. And then it also has the straps for the Joy-Con controllers if you were going to use them separately, for example. The AC power adapter for charging. This is actually quite heavy. You can see it's USB-C on there, so that's nice. You can also use that to charge phones. And then a USB-C to USB-C cable. So this is to go with the AC adapter. And then in here we have to release this, you hold the tab and they come right off. That's really slick, the way those come off. Alright, so if we wanted to put these in here, so if you want to use this like a controller, for example, that is also included in the box. And then the very last thing is the actual docking station, which is brand new for the Switch 2. This thing is it's much more substantial than the original dock. The back of it I'm not sure how that opens up. Let me see, is it magnetic? Okay, so it looks like it's this little plastic clip. So one huge improvement over the original dock is the inclusion of an Ethernet port. So it has a gigabit Ethernet port right there. And then it has the HDMI and then a USB-C. And then it does have two USB Type-A, just like on the original docking station. So it does include all of that on the back. It has a nice cover here. There is actually a fan underneath here to provide airflow. And I think that will circulate air. You can see all the cutouts on the bottom. I think it'll circulate air up and out like chimney style for the console and the dock itself. So that is a look at the new docking station. Let's go ahead and put this in there. So it just drops right in like that. All right, for the Pro Controller, it has some instructions on how to charge it up and pair it with the console. It does include a USB-A to USB-C cable, similar to the original Switch Pro controller. And then in here we have the Pro controller, the Switch 2 Pro controller, I should say. All right, so just like I said with the original Switch, or with the Switch 2, it does have this matte finish that's very smooth touch, very smooth, soft touch surface. You can see how matte finish that is on the Switch 2 Pro controller. I really like the analog sticks on this, and it does have the GL button here and the GR button here. So it does have the back buttons, and then it has your typical ZR, ZL, and L and R. And another addition this time around is it does have a 3.5mm audio jack, so you can plug headphones and have audio through the controller, similar to what Xbox and PlayStation have been doing for a while now. So that is the Switch 2 Pro controller. Very similar form factor to the original. It does have the addition of the buttons, and it does have a nicer soft touch, although I will say the original Switch Pro controller did have a nice kind of texturized finish on the grip handles. So I don't know, I think the original controller is also still very nice in its own regard, but that is the new one. And then the last thing we'll look at is the accessory, the official Nintendo Switch 2 carrying case here. For those of you that are going to actually be using this on the go, if you're going to take it like on an airplane or something, or you're just traveling, you're going to throw it in your backpack, it is probably a good idea to have this carrying case or some sort of carrying case. And the nice thing about this one is it does include a screen protector as well, which we will be putting on there. And okay, they even put some foam on this thing. All right, so that is a nice material. Again, they're going with this soft touch material. This one's more like a leather or pleather finish here. And then you can open it up, and then it does have some storage compartment for cartridges. And of course the Switch 2 will go in there like that. And then it also includes a screen protector, which we will put on later. And that's pretty much everything that was in the box. Just to kind of do a side-by-side comparison, here is the original Switch Pro controller. You can see they went with this kind of like see-through. You can kind of see the battery in there. But it has this like textured finish here, which actually holds up pretty well. So I don't know, this might become an oily mess over time on the Switch 2 Pro controller. The Switch Pro controller, they're about the same weight, I would say. Physically, they're almost exactly the same. So there they are side by side. And the last thing I got here, because I did pre-order this, I did get the coin. So I did get a special collector's Nintendo Switch 2 coin here. From Best Buy 2025. It's a pretty cool thing to have, I guess. Wasn't expecting this, but I did get that as well for pre-ordering at Best Buy. So anyway, guys, we are going to be doing some Switch 2 content on the channel, so stay tuned for that. And the launch experience was pretty smooth. I waited almost 2 hours in line. I got there about 5 minutes before the pre-order, like they started letting people in to get their consoles. Anyway, it was an interesting experience. This is like the only console launch that I physically went to a store and waited outside after pre-ordering. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this unboxing video, and let me know your thoughts on the Switch 2 in the comment section below, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks.